Afternoon guys, it's Tuesday again. I've tried to use a different phone this time because a few people have told me that the other device I was using was making audio out of sync. Hopefully this guy is a little better. Hated that other phone anyways, so now I'm using a 5-year-old phone. Technology moves on and the real stuff keeps working. But nonetheless, we had our little talk on nutrition there on Saturday. Really great thanks to everyone who turned out. I hope people got what they were hoping or to get something out of it. Unfortunately, a lot of the things we said were things that people kind of knew. It's sad to say, you eat less and you'll lose weight. That's the reality of it. However, I asked one or two of the people as well, was there anything that was new to them or that they hadn't really heard that much before, thought about? And one thing that came up was the idea of banking your calories, for lack of a better word. What we're always talking about in here is that it doesn't matter what you do on one day, it is the average over a week. Now, that can sound very defeatist, but there's actually a great power in that as well. If you're only supposed to be having, to give an example, 1500 calories a day, and you find it very difficult to get through that weekend or go to that event and stay under those calories, there is absolutely zero wrong with taking those calories out of the day before or the day after. So a great example of that would be, we'll say you're going out to a wedding on a Saturday and you're like, I know it's going to be a few drinks, we're going to have the dinner, we're going to have the dessert. However, you can still accommodate for that. There is absolutely zero wrong with having a little less calories the day before. We'll say instead of your 1500, you have 1200 or 1000, and the same the day after. And you've effectively given yourself that boost. You shave off 250 calories the day before, you shave off 250 calories the day after, and all of a sudden you have 500 extra calories to spend, for lack of a better word, on that Wednesday. And this works because it is based on the average over a week, which is one of the reasons why a couple of the diets you hear a lot about lately, one of them would be intermittent fasting. This works extremely well in this principle because people eat the way they kind of normally do for 3 or 4 days of the week, which is probably too many calories, but by the fact that they eat very little on the other days, or for large portions of a day, balances it out. The amount of time that they are not eating takes away from their budget. And the same kind of thing is, there's another diet called a military diet, which is absolutely nothing to do with the military, because if the military were to feed themselves in such a way, they wouldn't actually be able to train. But nonetheless, you eat exceptionally low calories for a few days and then you can eat more calories on other days. It's the exact same principle. If you eat 1000 calories for 3 days in a row and then you eat 1500 calories for 4 days in a row, well, guess what? You've overall still ate less than the 1400 calorie average, I would imagine. I should have actually done my sums before I started talking about this. So it does work really well. And for some people, it's a great tip to try. It's great if you're going away for the weekend. One of the things I do like to say is try to make sure that one day becomes one day. What happens a lot of the times is people get all excited about that Saturday and they go a bit nuts, and then Sunday morning continues the trend and all through Sunday, and all of a sudden what was only really going to be half a day on a Saturday has exploded all over the weekend. So if you are going to do such a thing like that, where you're going to go out on a Saturday night, the big tip we like to say is plan your breakfast for Sunday morning before you go out. You can even have it ready. You can even have it sitting there. You can be going out on your Saturday night and you can be thinking, tomorrow morning I'm going to have 3 eggs with 2 slices of toast, would be an example. That's just one I'm just pulling off the top of my head. Or I'm going to have some yogurt with a bit of granola would be another example. But something planned, not another big fry, not another greasy sandwich from the takeaway or something like that, just to be kind of getting back on the track. It's all about picking your battles, I suppose. But it's kind of something you can think about is have a look at your calories, see what you're eating every day, and if you do want to have a day where you go out, well, there's the phone going off in the background, you can just budget from it the day before or the day after. It works so beautifully because it is about that weekly calorie average. So it's something worth experimenting with. I'm not going to spend too long today because I'm still procrastinating on doing my training because I'm dying in here with the heat. and I really should do it. And you know, I made a plan, I'm sticking to it. I'm going to do my training. Don't be afraid to give us a call, send us a message, tell us how you get on, and if you have any other questions, let's have a chat. Take care.